Hello, hi. Let's learn to code by making the video games again. Thank you. Here we are with our lovely circle, and I have recuperated sufficiently to go on with creating some different scenes. So the last time we set up this transition thingy here in another tab. It ended up being quite complicated, but we got there in the end, I think. So let's see how we can actually turn it into something useful. As a reminder, at the moment what we have is a circle. Then if I press Z, there's a transition effect, and then we see a different circle. So instead of the circles, I want to see different screens, like a menu screen or a start screen. And yeah, let's just do that, I guess. I'll go and use another tab again. So tabs are just a way to organize your code a little bit. It's only for your own convenience. It doesn't really affect the game at all. But instead of having to scroll to the bottom of the code when it's very long, it's often easier to just put it into a different tab. And now I will basically create functions for the different screens, and each of them will have its own draw function and maybe its own update function as well. In fact, probably yes. So let's say intro draw is a function, and I will go to my existing code and I will find what I have here for the draw function. So let's see. What if I just take this intro draw? Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so we have this thing here, and so we're also using print intro. So I will take that function here as well. Cut and copy. So now, since we are only using it here, I will make it local. What else do we have? And now we also are in need of intro. So let's go find intro. It was the text. Nice. Intro, and I will put that here as well. And again, it can become local because it already was local, because we only need this in this one scene, or in this one section. So now we have the welcome to the guessing game. I am thinking of a word. Can you guess what it is? Press X to start the game. To start guessing, maybe. Press X to start guessing. And now this should work. And intro draw. Okay, we'll just see. Let's just see what we get. So I will go, and I will also create an function intro update. And I will go and I will just say if btmp, if button pressed 5, then, so remember button 5 corresponds to X by default, and if X is pressed, I want to trigger a transition, I guess, because I want to show the different screen. So how would I do this? So I would have let's say I have a global variable called transition, let's make this global so we know that everything can access it. I'm going to call this scene transition. Scene transition, and now so update has the transition update, so whenever it's working then it will happen. Then we have some other stuff here. Progress equals new progress. If button 4, then okay, yeah, so perfect. So I think this is what we need. And we can go here, paste this in here, and if button 5. So let's get rid of some if statements. I think that was a good one to delete. And I don't need this either. So now we know that scene transition is a thing, it exists. It's a global variable. And we will call start, and we will say that in the callback function, so whenever the transition is finished, or rather whenever the fade in is finished, we will say, what did we say? Scene equals game. Scene equals game. So we have a scene variable here somewhere. Scene is menu. Scene can be intro to start with, and we will change it to game, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, and actually I will also create one more tab. I will take this center word function, and I will paste this here because I want to create a separate tab for what I will call utility functions. So functions that are not really necessary or not really tied to a given scene, but rather can be used anywhere. And I also think that if I add a comment here, then this will give the tab like a name, so utility. So let's do that. Transition. And now this can become intro scene. Intro scene. And this can be the guest word game. Perfect. So let's see. I'll run and we'll just, cross our fingers, see what happens. Everything is broken. Line 30, syntax error, scene transition. Okay, line 30 equals create transition. Okay, okay, maybe it doesn't like this. Okay. It did not like that. In fact, line 39. So line, okay, and again, it's not as equal, but it's a sign. And now start transition and start transition that update. Okay, so start transition does not exist yet. So did I start transition that update? Okay, so this should be called scene transition to match what we have here. And now run. Okay, line 77, tab 0, demo transition. Demo transition does not exist anymore, of course. This should be start transition. And now this will be intro, and this will be game. Line 77, global start transition, nil value. Okay, sorry. Again, scene transition. Okay. Something is happening. Okay, something is happening. I think, well, we're drawing, so nothing is broken per se, but nothing is happening because I'm not calling the intro update anywhere. So what I will do is I will create a global variable here called update function, and I will assign it to be intro update at the beginning. So I'm giving it the value of this function. Notice that I'm not adding the parentheses. So I only want to give it the value and not call it. That's because I want to change whatever this thing points to later on. So here I'll say update. Let's do scene transition first, and then we can do update function, and now we will call it. And I think I can actually, okay, yeah, we'll see. Actually, I would like to maybe comment all this out, or maybe put this somewhere else. I will put this somewhere else, and I think this will become the game update. So game scene and function game update end. This can go here and we'll be fine. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, global variable, update function, a nil value. Update function, did I call it something else? Update fn. Gotta be clever. Okay, I've attempted to call update function, a nil value. Intro update. So did I call this something else? No, it's called intro update. Function intro update. Okay, perhaps, okay, it doesn't exist at this point. So we will say in init update function equals intro update. Line 32, syntax error in your function. Okay, this is this. Maybe it has to be nil. Okay, something worked. So now I'll press X and the transition works. Okay, and now I will also create a draw function. Draw function. Also have it be nil. And in the init, I will say draw function equals intro draw to match up with this guy, intro draw. And now in my draw here, I will say always draw my draw function. Always call my draw function. And I can get rid of this. And I will also return my, well, I will also draw my transition, and I can get rid of this comment and this guy as well. So let's see. So now, okay. Can you guess what it is? Press X to start guessing. Your guess is A. Where am I getting this? Your guess is something from. Ah, okay. I'm getting it from here. Your guess is. Don't want this at the moment. Interesting. Why are you still printing this? Can you guess what it is? Press X to start guessing. Print progress, enter progress. Okay, I also don't want this actually. So let's comment this out, and I'll comment this out. Now let's start. Okay. Don't know why we are drawing this. So let's just look for this string. I'm puzzled why we are drawing can you guess what it is. So I will look for can you guess. Can you guess? It doesn't appear to be anywhere. I will save. Ooh, shall I attempt to reload? Oh, that's scary. We do clear the screen. Can you guess what it is? Scene transition dot draw. None of this is happening. I can just delete this and put this. The game's in. I'll just put this here for safekeeping. Interesting. Why is this? Look, why we'll print intro. Intro is this thing. Can you guess what it is? Okay, can you guess what it is? Okay, I was just... Okay, so now it makes sense. I'm sorry, I was confused, but I think it might have been good all this time. So now I'll press X, and, well, nothing happened, but we did get a transition, so that's good at least. So let's see how we can maybe show the game screen. So we have the game update. This should be familiar to us from last time. And now let's create a game draw. Function game draw end. And we will do, what shall we do? So we need this stuff, I think. So local guest text. Center guest text final y, and I will say local final y equals, let's say 20 from the top. Then we add 6 to final y to make it go to the next line, and then we can print the target word. And now let's see what we get. So in the intro scene, okay, if scene equals game, so I'm saying scene equals game here. So maybe it would be a good idea to assign the function. Don't really want to do it here, but I would do it here, I guess. You know what? We can. Yeah, let's just check in the update. So if scene equals intro, then update function. This is not super great, but you know, it'll do. Then the update function equals intro update. If scene equals game, then update function will equal game update. And we'll do, and then we will call the scene transition, and then we will call the update function, and we will do the same thing here. And we will say an update function, but rather draw. So draw function, intro draw, game draw, and draw function. And let's see what we get now. Okay, press X to start guessing, press X. Nice, very good. I don't want the... Thinking how could I change the letters back to white. So I think I need to be in the intro scene, and whenever I start printing the intro, I want to say print intro T, X, Y, and I think white is number 7. So now this should stay white. Perfect. And in the game scene, I also want to say print... I think it's enough if I do just the once. Center intro text, final Y, and 7. Okay. So now I see that we need to carry on the progress as well. So where are we doing this? Print progress center progress, okay. So I think we need this stuff in the game draw. Your guess is, I think we'll just put this here then. final y equals final y plus 6, and this will be drawn at final y. Perfect. Now let's see. Okay, and I'll also make this white. Your guess is A, press, okay, this still works. And this doesn't work yet. Okay, that's fine. All right, so it's going quite well. Let's see. Okay, printing target word as well. So this is for. I'm gonna note down that this is for debug purposes. And now let's see. I think I can also bring in all this progress stuff from the main tab as well. So init draw function for I equals target word, progress is progress. You know, I could actually just keep this here because we don't have a way to initialize something, right? Okay, we do, but it's not a very, we don't have a very well-defined way of initializing something. So I'll just keep this progress here for the moment. I don't need this at all, I think. And yeah, this can also, okay, progress is progress. I'll just make these global then. And let's see what we get now. So your guess is A. E. Perfect. S. U. O. And give me an M. M. Perfect. So now this works. And let's go and add one more scene, shall we? Just to test that the scene transition still works. So this will become outro scene. And we will have to do, well, similarly as to here, we will have to say game update. We'll call this outro update, and end function outro update outro draw end. And here we will check for if btmp 5. This goes to the update naturally. And here instead we will say print local t as in text. You did it! Thanks, you did it. Thanks for playing. And now we will print, so t at center t and y of, let's say, 20, and color of white. And I will also print t2 at the center, and I will add this. Let's make this 30 instead. And yeah, I'll just not do anything for now. It can just be an empty function. I think that's all right. And now game scene. So let's see, game draw. Progress equals new progress. And now in the update, if progress equals target word, then end. And I think we want to do like we did here. So okay, I need to check this as well. So this could have a better system, but I will leave that for you as homework. So outro draw, and the same for the updates if scene equals game. Then if scene equals outro, then we do outro update. And finally, where do we do the scene transition dot start? I think it was here, right? Perfect. So we need to do something like this. Take this, put this in the game scene. If progress equals target word, then scene transition dot start and scene equals outro. So let's see if this works. So press X to start. Wallet. My guess is A. That's L. Got both of them. Nice. T. W should be here somewhere. I think that's it. And now let's try and hit the E. E. Perfect. Okay. This didn't work. Oh god. Oh no. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Can I print target word? Print target word. Wallet. Print progress. It's also wallet. So this should have done something. So perhaps the scene transition does not work a second time. Let's go have a quick look as to why it may not work. So if start, if state equals idle. Okay, we're probably not setting the state back to idle. So let's see, if state equals fade out, state equals fade out, and now we say if state equals fade out, then end, and again we will do if frame is greater than start frame plus length. We will not update this anymore, and instead we will set this back to idle so that we can use the transition again. So let's see what happens now. I'm gonna try and get this word quickly. Desktop. Oh, what am I missing? T S QRS. You did it! Thanks for playing, and thank you for watching. I hope that was informative. I'll try and post this code. I know I say this all the time, but I never end up doing it, but I'll try. And maybe next time we can look at another text-based game. I think we made a lot of progress on this word guessing game, and we are ready to explore new concepts that will be exposed to us by new challenges. Thank you very much. Bye.